Hello students, welcome to our today lecture. In our previous lecture, we have discussed that under what conditions we can apply VAR model. As the Granger causality test tell us that there is no co-integration between the variables. So in that condition, we can apply VAR model. So in our today lecture, we are going to apply VAR model and we will interpret all the VAR model results and then we will apply some diagnostic testing to VAR model. So for this, first of all, we have to bring our data from Excel file to Stata file. So now copy all your data from Excel file, then go to Stata again, then go to this option of data editor, then paste all your data here and go with this option that treat first row as variable name. Then click on this option. Here you can see that it has bring all your data into Stata file. So now go back to Stata file again, go to statistics, then go to multivariate time series, then select VAR model, vector auto regression. Here select your dependent variable. Let's suppose I am taking my three dependent variables POPD, GDPG and FDI. And here you have to select the number of lag. Let's say I am going with 5 lags. But keep in mind, we are not taking these lags according to our own choice. We have discussed in our previous lectures that there are some lag length selection criteria. We have to follow these criteria and we are assuming that these lag length selection criteria tell us that take 5 lags in your model and this will give you the best result. So we are assuming that we have already applied that lag length selection criteria and that criteria guided us to take 5 lags. So I am going with this option of 5 lags. And from time setting option, go to time setting, in time variable select year as your time variable, then from these options select yearly as my data set is yearly, and you can change this option according to your own data set depending upon the nature of your data set. If your data set is yearly, then go with this option. If your data set is weekly, then go with this option. If your data set is monthly, then go with this option. So it all depends upon the nature of your data set. Then click on OK and then click on OK again. So here it has provided us the all results for VAR model. So this is the VAR model results. So we have basically total 3 variables. We have selected 3 variables in our VAR model for estimation. So that's why we have 3 models estimation. One is this one in which POPD is dependent variable. Second one is this one in which GDPG is dependent variable. And the third one is this one in which FDI is dependent variable. So if you have 4 variables, then it will give you 4 model results. So it all depends upon your number of variables. So now there are 2 questions. Where is the long run results and where are the short run results? Long run results and short run results. So basically there are no long run results. Why? Because we have already applied Johansson co-integration test and it has confirmed us that there is no long run co-integration between these variables. They are not moving together in the long run. So basically these are the result for only short run results. So keep in mind that when you apply VAR model gives you the results for only short run, because Johansson co-integration test already confirm us that there is no long run relationship. So all of these results are for short run. So now come back again to these results and let's see how to interpret the result. First column is for coefficient, second is standard error, third is z, then probability z, and fourth is confidence interval of 5% or 95%. So basically how to get this z value, you have to divide coefficient by standard error, then it will give you this value. Again for this, when you divide coefficient with this standard error, this will give you this value. So this is how we can get the z value. And the coefficient sign tell us about the relationship between this variable with this. As population lag 1 is showing positive sign, so it means that there is a positive relationship between population lag 1 with population. And here the coefficient sign is negative, so it means that there is a negative relationship between lag 2 with POPD. When this increases, this will decreases, so they are moving in opposite direction. So now come to the significance of these variable. If the probability value is less than 0.05, that means that particular variable is showing significant impact on the dependent variable. So from these result, lag 1 is showing significant impact on POPD. Lag 2 is insignificant. Why? Because its probability value is greater than 0.05. Again, lag 3 is also insignificant because its value is also greater than 0.05. This one is also insignificant. This value is significant because it is exactly 0.05. So we can say that this lag 5 has a significant impact on POPD. So now come to these results. These results show that GDPG lag 1 impact on POPD. GDPG lag 1 showing a significant impact on POPD because its value is very less than 0.05. So when the value probability value is less than 0.05, we can say that there is a significant impact of this variable on dependent variable. Again, GDPG lag 2 is showing a significant impact on POPD because its probability value is less than 0.05, and lag 3 is showing insignificant impact. Why? Because this value is greater than 0.05. GDP lag 4 again showing a significant impact on POPD because its value is also less than 0.05. So this is how you can interpret this result, and similarly goes on for the other models as well. So if you look at this model, you can see that all probability values are greater than 0.05. So all of these values are insignificant except this one because this value is less than 0.05. So only population lag 5 is showing significant impact on GDP. Other than that, all values are showing insignificant impact because all values are greater than 0.05. So this is how you can check the short run results of VAR model. We can also check either these variables are jointly affecting the dependent variable or not. So there are two ways to check that either these variables are jointly affecting the dependent variable or not. So for that we have to go to statistics, then go to multivariate analysis, then go to VAR diagnostic and test, then go to Granger causality test. So here simply you have to click on OK. So this will give you the results. So what is the null hypothesis? H naught. H naught is GDP all lag values does not affect POPD in short run. Here there are all lags are included. So what is the null hypothesis for only this one? GDPG all lagged values does not affect POPD, and alternative is GDPG all lag value does affect GDPG. So here the probability value is less than 0.05, so we can reject the null hypothesis and we have to accept the alternative hypothesis, which means that GDPG all lag value does affect POPD in short run. Similarly, for this model, when we come to this model, H naught is POPD all lag value does not affect GDPG, and in this case probability value is greater than 0.05, so it means that we have to accept the null hypothesis, which means that population all lag value does not affect GDPG. And what is this all? All mean that population and FDI all lagged values does not affect GDPG, and alternative is population and FDI all lagged values does affect GDPG. So the probability value is less than 0.05, so we can reject the null hypothesis and we have to accept the alternative hypothesis, which means that POPD and FDI all lagged values does affect GDPG in short run. So this is how we can check the jointly significant effect of variables on the dependent variable. So this is the first method for checking the joint significance of the variable. So now let's go back to the other method. So for second method, go to statistics, then go to post estimation, then go to tests, contrasts and comparison of parameter estimates, then go to linear tests of parameter estimates, then go to create, and from these options select that coefficient in specific equations are 0. Here you have to select your dependent variable. Let's suppose I am taking POPD as my dependent variable, and here you have to select out of these variable which one you want to check. So let's suppose I want to see that all lagged values of GDP have jointly affecting my POPD variables or not. So I have to select all lags value of GDP. So now I have selected all the values of GDP G, then click on OK, then again on OK. So here it has given us the results for second method, which tell us that either there exists a short run joint significant effect of these variables or not. So basically here what is the H naught? H naught is that all of these lag values are 0, and alternative is that all of these values are not 0. When we are saying that all of these values are 0, it means that they have not jointly affecting our dependent variable. So H naught is all the lagged values of GDP have no effect on POPD, and H1 is all the lagged values of GDP have effect on POPD. If the probability value is less than 0.05, we have to reject the null hypothesis. As in our case, the probability value is less than 0.05, which means that we have to reject this null hypothesis and we have to accept the alternative hypothesis, which means that all the lagged values of GDP have jointly affecting our POPD in short run. So these are two methods to check the joint significance of the variable. One is Granger causality test method and the other one is this test of linearity. The difference between these two tests is that this method tells us combined results of all models, but in this case you have to check individually variables effect on the dependent variable. So now let's talk about the diagnostic testing of the VAR model that we will discuss in our next video.